Hey guys, what is up? Hope y'all doing good today. Y'all, today I'm gonna give y'all some tips. I got 4 tips making the assault bike, I can't say your friend, because is the assault bike ever our friend? But y'all make it a little bit less of your enemy maybe. Maybe make it a little more bearable when we see it in a Metcon or we see our work on the assault bike for the day or for the week. We'll go with that one. Y'all, before we begin, y'all hit that like button down below. We really appreciate that. It helps our channel so much. Y'all hit that like button. And y'all, let's get started. Y'all, tip number 1. We're talking about getting on the assault bike. Y'all, one of the things that I always see is y'all, we see the assault bike in a workout, and y'all, right off the bat, our mind goes to that horrible place. Y'all, you've probably seen the Facebook memes about it's, the devil's bicycle, or you see these things where you see people like collapsing in the second, like they get off the assault bike and their legs are wobbling, they fall to the ground or something like that. Y'all, that is a mindset thing. That is I've been told by other people, or I've experienced it. It's hard. It hurts. And so it's going to be miserable. And y'all, it might be miserable. It might hurt. Because what I'm sure you can try to sit there and think about it, and you probably have other things that are miserable and stink just as much. Y'all, I'm tall. Rowing's easy for me. Other people who are shorter, maybe have shorter arms, rowing's a lot harder. They might get on a rower and be like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. Y'all, some people are like that with running. Some people are like that with heavy lifting. Some people are like that with box jumps. Y'all, I'm tall. Once again, it's easy for me to do box jumps because I can literally just pick my feet up and be up on the top of the box. Y'all, somebody who's short, they gotta do a lot more work to get up on a 24-inch box. Y'all, if we sit there and always think about how bad it's going to be, y'all, that is a mindset thing. So y'all, number 1, check your mindset before you get started with the workout. Know that yes, it's going to be hard. It might stink. You might be miserable. Your legs are going to hurt. You're not going to be able to breathe. But y'all, it's CrossFit. At the end of this, every workout we do. So y'all, if we understand that, we should be fine, right? Y'all, tip number 2. Guys, I see people do this all the time. They have the assault bike in the workout. They go, they're doing whatever their movement is before, they go to the assault bike, they get on it, they sit down, and then they start going. And y'all, they're getting up, they're going to get their RPMs up to 75, 80 RPMs, but it takes them 5 or 6 seconds because they're going from 0 to 80 RPMs. Y'all, I'm going to give you a better way to do this. Y'all, get on the bike. Obviously, they're not going to do this the whole time. Y'all, get on the bike and make your first 4 or 5 revolutions from a standing position. Get on the bike and get going. Y'all, during the games, you'll see lots of people, lots of guys and gals, when they're getting on the bike, a lot of times they'll come from the backside and they'll kind of stand up and drive down into it as they're getting on the bike. Once you get 4 or 5 revolutions in, you get those RPMs up, y'all sit down and get going. Y'all, this does 2 things. Number 1, it's going to get you to your RPMs that you're trying to get to much, much faster. Instead of it taking 5 seconds, 6 seconds, you're there in about 1.5 or 2 seconds. I know. What does 3 seconds, 4 seconds matter? Y'all, if you're doing this in the competition, if you're just trying to push yourself a little bit more, y'all, if you've got something that's got 5 rounds, takes you an extra 4 seconds every time, y'all, it's 20 seconds. That could be the difference in a lot of places in a competition. Y'all, if you've ever gone and seen times in the open for things, y'all, 2 or 3 seconds can make the difference from, 1,000th place to 700th place of a matter of 20 seconds. It makes a big difference. The second thing it does, I know for myself, I always get in the assault bike and start that way. I feel like, number 1, it gets me to the RPMs I'm trying to go to a little bit easier. I'm not going to put as much energy into getting the bike going. Secondly, I almost feel like it helps me to be able to go beyond that. What I mean is, instead of me sitting on the bike getting to 75 RPMs and holding that, I'm able to sit there and by driving through it, I'm able to get to 100, 103, 108 RPMs. Then as I sit down, my RPMs will come down, but I might hold it at 81 RPMs or 78 RPMs. Those extra 3, 5, 8 RPMs that you're holding, if you hold that over the entire time you're on the assault bike, that can translate to 10, 20, 30 seconds, depending on how long your calorie domain, your time domain, your distance domain is that you're on the bike for. So y'all, don't be afraid to sit there and stand up on it. Y'all, tip number 3. Whenever you get off the bike, Y'all, I did another video, y'all, you can check it out. I'll put the link down below about workout pacing and CrossFit Metcons. Y'all, one of the things that I see so many times is people get off a rower, get off an assault bike, and they run to the next thing. Yo, watch these guys and gals in the games. The ones who are great, the ones who are finishing top 5, top 10. They get off the rower and they walk the 15 feet to the barbell. They walk the 8 or 9 feet to the pull-up bar. Y'all, they use that walking to take an extra breath or two, as opposed to you running, getting 1 breath or 2 breaths in while you're running, then you jump up there. Y'all, they're walking, they're taking an extra 2, maybe 3 seconds, but they're walking to the next movement and they're taking an extra 2 or 3 breaths as well. Y'all, they're giving their body time to relax a little, calm down. Y'all, get off the assault bike, shake your legs out, squat down, something like that. Get a different movement pattern back in other than just being on the bike. Y'all, that's going to help you so much, not only in just moving to your next movement, but y'all, it's going to help you so much as you get past this first round. You might be doing some workout that has 10 calories, 12 calories, but you're doing it for 8 or 10 rounds. Y'all, if you sit there and are running to everything or power walking to the next movement, you're going to wear it out a lot faster. You're going to be one of those people who gets off the assault bike and the legs wobbling and you fall to the ground, and people post your video of you hitting the floor on YouTube, and then if you roll over a box or you fall on top of a medicine ball, it'll be even funnier. We'll all laugh. But y'all, take the time to move to your next movement with purpose and with intentionality. Y'all, let that extra breath, 2 breaths, let that extra time that your legs, your arms, whatever can recover. It's going to help you out so much. Y'all, last one, number 4. Y'all, I see so many people when they're on the assault bike, it's just all go. And you'll hear them and they're like, I'm just going to get it done with, I'm going to go fast. And y'all, they're doing a 4-round workout, and the first 2 rounds, y'all, they're going fast. They're at 80 RPMs and they're crushing it. And then the last 2 rounds, they're crushing it at 60 RPMs. Y'all, they're going as hard as they can, bless their little hearts. But y'all, they're 20 RPMs different. Y'all, that 20 RPMs over the course of 2 rounds, that means you're probably going to be on the bike an additional 20, 40 seconds total between those 2 rounds. Y'all, do you want to spend more time? Y'all, we're literally talking about the fact that everybody hates the assault bike. Do you want to spend more time on it? I don't. Y'all, one of the best ways to prevent this, to keep yourself going at a good pace, y'all, it goes back to that idea of pacing, but y'all, think about doing something like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Especially if you're doing something, y'all, if you're doing something with 10 calories or something like that, y'all, it's not a big deal. But y'all, if you're doing some assault bike work in your Metcon that's 25, 30, 40 calories each round, maybe it's a half mile or a mile assault bike in 3 different rounds. You're going to be on that bike for 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, depending on how fast you can burn through those calories of the distance. Don't be afraid to sit there and say, I'm going to do 30 seconds on at 75, 78 RPMs. Pick a number and say, I'm not going to go below that 75 RPMs. Then I'm going to take my 30 seconds off, and I'm going to be somewhere between 60 and 70, or I'm going to be between 58 and 65. Y'all, keep yourself a little domain in there, back off, give yourself a chance to breathe, give your chance for your legs and your arms not to be going so fast. Then at the end of 30 seconds, or 20 seconds, whatever you need to do, ramp it back up. Y'all, even if you're in the last bit of a workout, if you need to do 15 on, 15 off, that's fine. It's going to save you so much for later on down the road within your workouts. Y'all, it's going to pay off dividends. One tip if you do this, so y'all, make sure you stay disciplined. I know, y'all, our nature is if we sit there and we see we're about to start our 30 seconds off and we have 2 calories left, we're like, I'm going to just crush through these. It's fine if this finish up on the assault bike and it's your last thing at the end of the workout, y'all, crush through it, it's fine. You're done after this. Y'all, if you're doing it in a partner workout and you know you're going to get a minute or a minute and a half break between them, y'all, that's fine. But y'all, if you're doing this and you're doing 6 rounds of something with an assault bike and you're on round 3, And you sit there and all of a sudden this time, because you're pacing it differently or something, all of a sudden you see, oh man, I might have 2 calories left and I'm about to start my 30 seconds off. Take your 30 seconds, back it off, and finish your 2 calories that way. Y'all, it's gonna take you an extra 5 seconds. But you're gonna be able to still be already recovering, already letting your lungs, your legs recover a little bit more before you get off the assault bike and move to the next thing. You know, it's gonna pay off huge for you in finishing the workout and being able to finish the workout well. Y'all, that right there could make the difference in if you have power snatches after this. And you got 8 power snatches after you get off the assault bike. That right there could make the difference in you sitting there having to go to the bar and break it 4 and 4 versus because you stuck with your plan, you're able to go over there, remember, moving calmly, not sprinting to the bar. You're able to get off, go to your bar, and cycle through all 8 of your power snatches. You know, it can pay off huge for you. And you know, that's all going to translate in your performance, as well as just getting in better shape and being healthier, being able to move more weight at a faster pace. Guys, hope those tips help. Y'all definitely try some of those if you can within your workouts. Y'all program some workouts so you can try them.